This jackleberry wood is it's the same as African blackwood. It's pretty solid, pretty hard, I would say. So it's really smooth. So I'm just going to put some denatured alcohol, and I've sanded up to 1000 grit. So I'm just rubbing on some denatured alcohol just to remove some of the dust, if there's any on there, especially on the engraved part. So I don't know if you can see the difference in the colour from just putting the denatured alcohol on, but the grain is really nice. So we just let that dry for a little while, and then all I'm going to do, I'm not going to put CA finish on it because it's quite a hard wood. So I'm just going to, can you see that? I'm just putting on the Hampshire Sheen High Gloss. Hope you can see the change in colour. So I'm just letting the Hampshire Sheen just dry off a bit, and then I'm going to buff it a little bit and then put another coating on. It's going to take a little while because it's pretty cold in here today. See, I've got the fan heater on, that's what you can see that's what you can hear in the back. So I've got the fan heater on just to warm it up in here a little bit. That's what you can hear in the background. So that's all nicely polished and finished now, and that's ready to be put together. So because this tulip wood is a bit softer, I'm going to put a CA finish onto it. So it's going to have about 7 coats. So what I'm going to do, turn the lathe down really low, as you can see, just to apply my first coat of CA glue. So I've got a piece of kitchen roll and my Zap Thin CA Glue. Just put a couple of drops and just rub straight over, and then discard that into the rubbish bin. And we just give that a little bit of time just to dry up. And then we'll go for a second coat. So now all the pens, the pen blanks have all been machined up and they're all ready to be put together. So this is how I put the pen kits together. So we got the ink. This is the slimline kit, by the way. We got the little spacer. We have the nib. We have the clip. We have the clutch. That's the twist clutch, by the way. And then we have the end cap. So first of all, have a look at your blanks if you haven't already decided on which one is going to be down by where the people hold it, or is it going to be up on the top with the clip. And this is quite hard to decide, so there's not much to it. We've got a lot of blue there. We've got a lot of green there, so I think personally I think it's going to go roughly like that. With actually I think it's going to go that way, so this is going to be where people hold it with the nib at the bottom, and this will be where the clip is up the top. Hope you saw that. So first of all, I'm going to put the nib in. And the next piece we need to put in is the clutch, and it goes in with the brass bit into the blank. So in my little piece of scrap wood here, I have a little hole drilled out which the nib goes into, so it keeps it reasonably straight. And then we put the clutch in, just to rest it in, just to give it a little push down. And this needs to come down further. And I've got a little piece of plastic here, which I can bring So what we need to do now is we push the clutch in. We want to check that we haven't pushed it in too far. So we get our ink cartridge, screw it in, and as you can see the tip hasn't come out, and as we twist the clutch the tip comes out, and that's perfect. Just try and bring it a bit closer and see how far it's sticking out, and then when you close it, it's still inside. So that's perfect. So we can put the rest of the pen together now. So we just have a little transition ring which slides along the clutch, as you can see, and then it just rests on top of the pen blank. Then all we need to do is get the other pen blank, and we get the, if you can see that and get my fingers out of the way, the cap and the clip, and the cap goes through the hole in the clip, and then this is going to be where the this pen blank meets the other pen blank, so the cap's going to go in this end. So we just rest that in there, move this up a bit. Now you can move the clip around once it's been pressed in, just to get it into the right position you want, and normally it's where there isn't much, if it's a piece of wood there isn't much grain, or like this piece, we want this piece to be showing more because there's not too much going on in this area. And then all we do is get two halves together, make sure it's all completely closed so that the nib is all the way in, and that is your starting point, and that's where we want the pieces to meet up. So we've got a nice piece of green up the top here with the blue at the bottom, and then we've got the nice piece of green here with blue at the top here, and then we just slide the top off, and there's your pen. Okay guys, so to put the fountain pen together, I have downloaded and printed off the instructions from Pen Kits Direct. Now, I have done one of these before, but I'm just showing you. They have every instruction on their website. Sorry about that, just dropped the camera. So they have every instruction on their website. You can download or have it sent to you. I think downloading is a lot better these days. Where's the camera? It's there. Sorry. It's a bit of a different angle. So it's hard to get used to where to look. So let's put this fountain pen together. So that is the cap. This is the end cap and cap coupler, and that is your clip. And there is your ink cartridge. And then this is your nib, and with all your gubbins to join up with your pen blanks. So it's called a nib coupler and the fountain nib. If that makes any sense without seeing in the instructions. Right. So I'm going to go through how they tell you how to put it together by reading the instructions, I hope. So yet again, so this is going to be the lid or the cap. This is what's going to go over the nib like that and screw onto there. So we're going to try and see how we want this orientated. Oh, that was a big word, wasn't it? That's roughly how it's going to look, but with the other bits in between. So I think that and that roughly match up. Right. Hopefully it's going to be like that. Hopefully. Can't guarantee it. Oh, I hope you heard that, because it's about lunchtime and my stomach's just grumbled. Sorry. Okay. So it says slide the clip onto the cap. So we need the cap. Or the clip, I should say, and the cap. So the cap goes in the ring, like so. And then we're going to have to press them into there, and I'm going to go and do that on the machine. You saw it on the other part, so I don't think I need to take you over to it. So as you can see, there's the clip and the cap installed, and as you can see, I've made sure that the clip has gone on the reverse side of the name. Be a bit of a pain if I'd put it right down the middle, wouldn't it? So now we have to press the centre band coupler into the opposite end, and yes. So what you have to do is remove this part, and our centre band coupler is this part, and this confused me on the first one I done, is that because I didn't think I had enough pieces because they're all in together, but this is our centre band coupler. Okay, so this goes into here, and you can just push it in, and then I will take it over to the press and just press the rest in. So there you go, that's with the coupler in the end. So that's the top bit all done. So this is the end cap coupler, which has got to go in next. So this has got to go into the end of this one. And then this part, which is the nib coupler, goes in this end. As you can see, that's all been put in. So now all we do is install the ink cartridge into the back of the nib. So there's a click, and that goes into there. And then that all goes into there. And it lines up pretty well. And that's the Junior Gentleman fountain pen. And to take it off, and there you go. And then you can write. And I will use the back of this and get the ink flowing. And there we go. It's not right. Say it's not right. It's me that's not writing very well. I'm not pressing down hard enough. There we go. Awesome.